So now we're live. So we're just gonna wait for people to join us. See? They're all on the camera now. Yeah? Yeah. Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
Yeah. So thanks for joining. This is our weekly Wednesday live session. This is my son DJ, who is home from school today because our entire family actually got sick this week. And DJ is doing a little bit better and Mom's doing a little bit better, but Dad is still sick in bed. Say hi there.
Hi.
And say Sissy is still sick, but she is out here. She is sitting in the background to kind of help me with this little guy if he decides to become a little wild man. So poor thing would rather be on the couch.
Whoa.
Yeah. So can you tell everybody what we did this weekend? Do you remember? On Saturday? What was Saturday? Do you remember?
Saturday.
Saturday was DJ's birthday, and he turned, how old were you? How old are you now?
6.
6. Yes, he turned 6 on Saturday. And where did we go?
We go to Arizona.
Yeah, we live in Arizona, but we went to the zoo, and we had lots of fun. And then that night, DJ woke up very sick, and he got everybody else sick, didn't you? We were sick all week. Yeah. We're doing a little bit better, but because we were sick, we did cancel our Thanksgiving. Oh, she says happy birthday. Can you say thank you?
Thank you.
Yeah. So we did cancel our Thanksgiving because we are U.S. based, and that's our holiday tomorrow. We were supposed to have about 15 people over, but now we are just going to lay low. Hopefully my husband will start to feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
My daughter is feeling a little bit better, but she's still pretty sick.
No.
So we're just going to hang out here, but if you guys are U.S. based and you are celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow, I do want to say happy Thanksgiving. Hey. And so that's kind of what we're doing on the personal side of things. Not much, just being sick, celebrating birthdays, and canceling our Thanksgiving. I want to share with you today something I hadn't originally planned. Say hi there. Mike, hi to you. Yeah. So something I hadn't originally planned until it decided to show up on our doorstep today is I'm going to unbox the yarn that I just got from We Crochet. So what I have done is for all my 2022 Blog Hop projects, and there's going to be 4 Blog Hops next year, 1 for each season. I ordered all my yarn ahead of time, and since the yarn came in today, I decided I would do some unboxing for you. DJ, do you want to help me?
Yeah.
Yeah? Can you go down here and open the box and you bring out the yarn, okay?
Oh.
And I'll show everybody, okay? So he's going to be my helper.
Here's one.
Oh yes, okay. Let's be a little gentle. Okay. So I've got this one here. Hopefully you can see the colors. This is Hawthorne, and this is Andean Treasure in similar colors. But these were not the 2 colors. DJ, can you hand me that one right there, sweetie? The one right here. No, this one right here. So we have a bunch of these. So these are the 2 that I've actually paired together. And my idea for these, I think I was going to be doing either a spring. Oh yes, thank you, baby. A spring.
And you missed
another one. Yes, I got a bunch of them, huh? So this is either going to be a spring cowl or a spring shawl. So that's one of them. Hey, baby, can you go put this on the chair? Here, take these out of here. Perfect. Thank you. So the Andean Treasure that I have here actually is paired with, I think it's called a Finley Heather. It's a lighter one, and it's actually on back order, so I don't have the whole thing for this one. This round one? Oh, hold on here. This round one we have is Capra.
What's Capra?
Capra, and let's see. What did I design this one to go with? Can I see that one down there, baby?
Yeah.
So I actually have a bunch of Capra. Can I see the other one that I can show everybody?
Yeah.
This one down, yes, down here at the bottom of the box. It is to be paired with this one here. And actually, let me see what I have my cheat sheet, guys, because I don't remember what I had put down for all my projects. For the Capra, what was I going to be doing with it? Oh, I was going to do a summer. This one was for summer, and it's going to be a color block top. That's my plan, guys. It might change as I'm crocheting, but these are my initial plans. So this one's supposed to be a color block top. Okay, what else we got in there, buddy? There. Whoa. Oh, okay, that's okay. It didn't get dirty. We got comfy.
I will put this on.
Oh, thank you, baby. So I have the comfy. Let's see. Oh, this is supposed to be for fall, so this is going to be for a poncho that I have planned. Can I see what that last one is down there? We have a green down there. Oh, and this one here? Here we go. This is Wool of the Andes, and it is in Maple Heather. This is also for one of my fall projects coming up. I think we missed one down there, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you grab that one for Mommy? We have yarn everywhere, guys.
Oh.
This is what happens when a 6-year-old helps you. Here we go. Oh, thank you, thank you. And this is Twill, and this one is in Fiddlehead, and I think I am missing also the other one is on back order for this one. And this one I believe is going to be a cowl or a scarf for winter. So that's what we've got going on, a whole box of yarn, some on back order, but that's our unboxing for today and kind of a idea of what the upcoming projects will be for 2022. All right, so the next part that I usually do in my weeklies is I show you a little bit of the projects that I'm currently working on. So right now I am working on, and this is just the swatch right here. This is a swatch. I'm thinking I'm going to turn this into a duster for the spring. So it's going to be like one of those really long dusters that goes all the way down the back and maybe ties a little bit, excuse me, here in the front. So that's my idea for this pattern. We'll see if that really shapes out. This is, like I said, just the, oh, thank you, baby. This is just the swatch for it. Now, the other thing that I have a little bit more headway on is this right here. Hopefully you can see the stitching on this here. This is going to be a lace top for spring. I've got both the front and the back panels ready to go. I haven't put them together and I haven't decided on the trim that I'm going to do or exactly how I'm going to put it together yet. But this is the pattern. Obviously you're going to have to wear a tank top or something underneath it. It is spring and this is actually going to be perfect for our Arizona heat here. So I have a feeling that since moving to Arizona, I'm going to be doing a lot of lacy things so that we can wear them here in the hot weather. Okay, so that is what I've been working at. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks so much. Sorry if I'm missing any of your guys' comments. Hi. Sorry if I'm missing them. We have a lot of action going on here with my son helping me out. And as I've mentioned in a lot of my lives before, that Arizona sun peeks in right here, so I have a hard time seeing the screen, especially because my eyes are bad to begin with, and then I wear sunglasses on top of it. So please forgive me if I miss any of your guys' comments. So a couple things now, we're going to move on. Those are the works in progress that I've been doing, and I want to move on to events and promos. And I have a lot to share with you guys, so please bear with me. So number one, today is day 24 of the Winter Wonders Blog Hop. This is the Celtic Winter Cardigan, and it is by Claire de Lune Fiber Art. You can get the PDF today for free. If you go to my grid, I have a post that shows this photo right here. It gives you the link to go to. You'll go there, you're gonna scroll down to day 24. And today is actually hosted on my colleague, Hannah of Hand Jan Crochet's site. So you'll see that there is a link for you to switch over to her site so that you can get the coupon code to get this pattern for free on Ravelry. Oh, thank you very much. So that's the Winter Wonders. Now, yesterday, I shared this on Sunflower Cottage Crochet's site. She is hosting a Just for Him event, and I would have loved to have actually shown you the scarf that I did for this. It was gorgeous, you guys, but I have to settle for this photo of my dad wearing the scarf because he has it, and he lives in Idaho. So for those of you guys who don't know, we lived in Idaho for about a year, and my dad has problems with his neck, and he gets very, very cold. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So his neck is really, really cold, and he had a scarf that was getting really old and tattered, and he came to me and he asked me to crochet him a new scarf. He picked the colors, which is this olive right here, and I actually hand dyed this yarn because he was very specific about the feel that he wanted. And I happened to have some Bare Merino yarn, and he wanted olive, so I ordered up some olive dye and I dyed it for him, and I put the scarf together. And if you, I don't know if you can tell in the photo, but if you look at this cute little fur baby right here, this is his little girl Daisy, and he asked me to make a scarf that fit her as well, so I did. So she is actually wearing a matching scarf. But anyways, the whole point is yesterday, this was a free PDF in the Just for Him event on Sunflower Cottage Crochet's website. The post is still up. It is in my grid. You can go there. I do have the coupon code still active. You can still get this PDF through today at 11:59 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So you have not missed this. So if you haven't grabbed it yet, please go ahead and grab that. And then tomorrow, I don't have anything to show you, but it will be on my grid tomorrow. It'll be in my story tomorrow. Tomorrow I have a free course that you can get as part of Blue Star Crochet's Freebie Blog Hop event. It is a how to count stitches and rows in crochet course. It's quite long. When I made it, it was supposed to be a mini course, but it actually ended up being quite a substantial course, and it seems to be very popular. It will be free tomorrow. So in my grid, in my stories, you will find the link to go to that tomorrow, and you can access the course as many times as you like. As I said, it is a free course, so you will have access to that tomorrow. Okay, so that is tomorrow. And then, oh, a couple other things is the You Decide, I Design is incredibly popular, you guys. I can't believe how popular this ended up being. I currently have 84 comments for week 3 waiting for my response. I am going to wait until the end of the week, so if you guys have messaged me or you have sent me something on Instagram or you have a comment waiting to be approved on the website, don't worry, I will do that all either by Thursday or Friday this week, so that I can then tally all the votes for week 4. So if you guys don't know what the You Decide, I Design is it's a project where I am letting you guys decide one of my 2022 projects. And what I'm doing is each week I'm posting a question with a series of responses, and we're kind of going from general and we're narrowing it down. And right now we are we've decided on doing a fall garment. But this week's question is, we're getting a little bit more specific. So if you haven't answered that question, if you haven't casted your vote yet, I will put up a link for you to do that. I'll put it in my story, because with these videos, I'm having a hard time getting them posted now. I've done something weird with my IG where it used to ask me if I wanted to save the video or discard it, and now it basically gives me the option to discard it. I think it doesn't like my videos. So I haven't been able to get my videos posted. So I will put in another way for you to get that link so you can go to the You Decide, I Design, and cast your vote on week 3, okay? And then week 4 should be up Sunday or Monday. So that's what I've got going on there. Since tomorrow is Thanksgiving here in the US, I have also decided that I am, of course, going to do a Black Friday sale. There is no coupon code needed for this. I will put it up in stories and on You Casted Your Vote. Great. Thank you so much, Kay, for doing that. I appreciate that, and I'm sorry if I haven't got back to you yet. Like I said, I have about 84 or 86 something comments waiting for me to get to them on the blog. So with the whole family being down and sick, I am a little bit behind. I'm just going to wait to the end of the week and get all those votes tallied and responded to by Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure what you're saying, something about turkey, so I'm hoping that's you saying that you're gonna have a great turkey day tomorrow. I wish that we were, but like I said, my husband is still sick in bed, and it was just best that we kind of canceled it. Anyway, so my Black Friday sale is in my Etsy shop. I will put a post and a story in IG linking to my Etsy shop. It is a 25% off sale. You do not need a coupon code. It is live as of right now, and I'm letting it go through the 26th. So yes, if you get a chance, I'll put the link up, head over to the Etsy shop, see if there's anything you want. 25% off, just no coupon code needed. Okay, I think that I've made it through the events and promos. So hopefully some of you guys saw that we did have in the IG story, the other section that we're doing today is that I want to go over Crochet Gauge. So hopefully you guys saw that. Hopefully I had it posted every day in the IG stories. So if you're here to see that, that's where I am right now in the session here. Okay, so what is Crochet Gauge? So very simply put, it's the number of stitches and the number of rows in a 4-inch square. Now, when I first started crocheting, I understood that. Like I did know what that meant, but I didn't truly understand its importance or really what it meant until I got into garment design. So I feel like maybe the best way to explain to you truly what gauge is, how important it is, and then how to measure it is to do it within the confines of garments. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. So let me push this outside here. So this is the only sweater I have hanging around my house. So I grabbed it. I'm sure you guys have all seen it before. So what I want to do is kind of give you a scenario of basically 3 people. There's person A, B, and C. I'm person A, okay, and I designed this sweater. And I used this hook, and I used medium 4 worsted weight yarn to do it, okay? So now I created a pattern, and this is, I'm going to say this is size small, and I'm only going to say we're going to work with one size small, okay? So say person B comes along and they decide they want to make this sweater. So they get my pattern and they follow all the directions. They use this hook, this hook is a 6mm J hook. So they use a 6mm J hook. They also use medium 4 worsted weight yarn. They follow all my directions to a T. They think they've done everything great, but their sweater ends up being bigger than this size small sweater. How can that be? So then takes person C. Same thing, okay? They use a 6mm hook. They use medium 4 worsted weight yarn, and they follow all my directions to a T. But say their sweater ends up smaller than this sweater. I get these questions all the time. Why does my size not match the designer's size? Okay, the very first thing I'm going to go to is say, did you match gauge? And a lot of times people haven't, or they don't even know what gauge is. Okay, so now that you kind of understand that this is why gauge is important, because the point of gauge is to make sure that you get as close to the sizing that your designer did for their pattern. So in every pattern there should be a gauge. They should tell you in a 4x4 inch square. That's what this is, guys. This is a 4x4 inch square, and it should tell you in their pattern how many stitches they have in the rows here, from here to here, and how many rows from here to here. Okay, so your goal as a crocheter is using the same hook and the same yarn and the same stitch is to be able to match the same number of stitches the designer has for their rows, for their across, and match how many rows they have this direction. If you come up with more stitches this way or this way, so if you come up with more rows or more stitches, then it's a good chance that you crochet a bit more loosely than the designer. If you come up with less stitches this way or less rows this way, there's a good chance that you crochet more tightly than the designer did. And what you want to do is you want to match this so that your sweater ends up being the same size. So if you're crocheting a bit more loosely, you're going to want to go down a hook size. Instead of using the 6mm that I used, you're going to want to test out maybe a 5.5 or a 5. And you want to keep doing swatches until you match up more closely to what I have come up with. If you are somebody who crochets a little bit more tightly than me, you're going to want to go up a hook size, okay? So that way your stitches are a bit looser, okay? Hope that makes sense. You're going to keep doing these swatches, switching around your hook until you have reached what I have. The exact same, I think there's 10 in this, 10 this direction and 10 and 7 rows, I think was what I have here in my 4x4 swatch, okay? So that's basically what gauge is. And the reason, again, it's so important is so that you don't end up with a product that's bigger or smaller than the actual size. This is size small. This is what I designed size small to be, and you want to match it. You don't want to end up larger or smaller. Okay, so that is why gauge is so important, and I used to never do it. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was boring, I thought it was an extra time, and I didn't want to do it. And then when my garments started not matching, I started to figure out why. You really, really, really need to match your designer's gauge, okay? Now, that being said, and I know I just showed you this 4x4 swatch, this is not how I personally measure my gauge. And I'm going to show you why. I actually measure my gauge on something like this. Okay, this is a very large swatch, and you guys, believe me, I know it's time consuming, but it's worth doing, okay? I always do mine on a larger swatch, and the reason is I want to avoid, if you look here at the bottom, especially when you look at the small one, the 4x4, you see how squished it is here at the bottom? And then on the sides, your turning chain, well, that's that comes inside of your 4 inches, right? So this is actually technically not supposed to be counted, but it can be hard to determine whether or not, when you're only dealing with 4 inches, it's hard to determine whether that should be there or not, and it really shouldn't. So if you do a larger swatch and you actually measure within like the central area of the swatch, I believe you have much more accuracy. So I'm gonna actually just put the camera down for a second and measure for you, just so you guys can see. I'm pretty sure most of you guys have an idea of what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take my measuring tape and go this way 4 inches and then this way 4 inches, but I do wanna show it to you. So you guys might see the sky for a minute here. If I can find my button, hold on. Bad eyes, guys. No, there we go. Okay. All right. So now what I did here, and I don't even think I actually measured this guy. I think I just did 20 stitches because I knew it was going to be a lot larger. But I at least go a 5x5 or larger. This is definitely larger, and that's okay. So what I like to do is, like I said, I like to stay away from where there's any sort of kind of squishiness here at the bottom, and I like to stay away from the edges. So I'll go more towards the middle. All right. So I like to go right kind of more into the middle here. All right. And I'm going to measure the stitches that's between the 0 and the 4. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm kind of right on this one, so I would probably go ahead and count this one as 11, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 stitches in 4 inches. Now to do rows, again, I would shoot for the middle. And I probably have it upside down for you guys. Hold on. All right. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. That's how I would measure mine, because I do think that you could end up doing things very differently on a squished area, or even in here, because then it's like, okay, wait a minute, do I need to put it here to grab this edge, or put it here to grab this edge, or where really am I supposed to go? Because it's just too squishy. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I would prefer to make sure that I'm looking at clean, straight stitches and clean, straight rows when I'm doing this. And that is how I measure gauge, and that is why I think it is so important. All right, let me pop you guys back up. And I just want to say a quick goodbye. That was our session for today. Hope it wasn't too crazy. I hope you enjoyed it, the unboxing and the works in progress and everything that I have going on. I hope the gauge is clear to you. If it is not, please let me know. I would be happy to walk you through it a little bit more slowly. I do have a photograph tutorial that I've been meaning to put up, but hopefully that all makes sense to you. And if you have any questions, you can always message me. You can find me here on IG. You can message me on my email, which is itchin'forsomestitchin@gmail.com. And that's it. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I will see you guys. Keep an eye out in your story for what my next session will be. That's it. Goodbye.